What would you do if you weren't afraid? I want you to think about that. Because everything you want is on the other side of fear. You just have to figure out how to get there. Overcoming fear is about having a plan, because you can confront the things that you think are going to happen, and you have to have a plan. And I did. I had a plan on what I was going to do, how I was going to do it, because if you don't plan, if you're going somewhere and you don't know where you're going, any road will do. So you've got to make sure that you're planning. Chaos. Prepare yourself now for chaos, because it's going to happen. And when it does, they're going to need somebody to step in who can lead. A lot of it is your mindset and what you tell yourself. And so as a leader, what you think inside, what you feel inside, what you're afraid of inside, needs to stay inside. Because as a leader, they're looking to you to lead. So you have to just cover it up and move through. People, there's always going to be chaos. But you are the one that is there to lead them through that chaos. If you want to get ahead, you need to step up. So we would say, if it's not illegal, immoral, causes cancer, or fattening, you better do it. I also believe that you need to seek out people who have wildly different opinions from your own. And that's not easy, especially with my ego and personality. That's difficult for me because, you know, I know everything. But it's really great if you find people who have a different opinion, because sometimes they're right and they can persuade you. And it's such a quinky dink, you know? I'm wrong and they're right. So talk to them. And it also helps you to be more respectful of other people's opinions. So if you take the time to listen to somebody, you might learn something. If you want to develop, go ask someone higher up in the organization to give you feedback, to say, hey, what's my brand? How do people perceive me? One of the things I strongly believe is that if you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room. Because you will continue throughout your career to need to learn and develop. And so you need to seek out people who will challenge you, who will, you know, tell you you're wrong, who can teach you something. It's really important that you do that. And then people are going to judge you, whether you like it or not. That if you choose to wear wrinkly clothes and not iron them because for some reason that's cool fashion. I don't know why, but it is. And you have tattoos all over, or you have a nose ring in your nose. That's a business decision. I'm not saying it's wrong to have a tattoo or a nose ring. I'm telling you it's a business decision. And so if you choose that, you need to know that people are going to judge you. So when I'm interviewing the guy and I'm like, I wonder who Mona is, that's, you know, tattooed on his neck, you know? Like, or I'm thinking, oh, I wonder if he ever catches that nose ring and something that hurts. I bet you that hurts. And so, you know, I'm just saying you need to think really long and hard about how you want to be judged. And unfortunately, the people who are in charge are the old people, mostly. And so when you come in and a boomer's gonna look at you, and so like all my people, they were required to wear a watch. You know why? Because when you whip out your phone to check what time it is, what do I think you're doing? You're blowing me off and you're gonna be checking your email or something. But being able to communicate and write well is a timeless skill. Because I guarantee it, so many of the people who are higher up in your organization, they don't tweet. They find Twitter mysterious. They don't Instagram because that's just not in their world. So they're going to expect you to communicate with them by email or correspondence or whatever, and they're going to expect full sentences. Yeah, and so if you make a mistake, you own that mistake, and then you fix it, and you do it today. Worry about being the best so that they have to give it to you. What would you do if you weren't afraid? Because everything you want is on the other side of fear. So thank you for your time. I got through it.